the new offensive coordinator, made a comment that, listen, we know that he's our playmaker. He's dynamic, but we also want to protect him. Last year he averaged 18 carries a game. He may get that tonight because they got to have to utilize his ability.
See if he stays in the gun or he comes up under center as he changes it. Now he has 5 seconds, goes back in the gun, and he shifts Michael Shaw off to his left. Shaw will lead the way for the block, and here's Denard as a runner. Trips down to the bottom of your screen. Denard is thrown for a loss on that play by Teo.
And a night atmosphere against Notre Dame, always unique.
Now need 11 yards, and Robinson throws a pass, and it is waved off incomplete, and so the Wolverines are forced to punt. The freshman, Matt Weil, grew up in San Diego, but he's a fifth-generation Wolverine. And there's a punt, and the coverage man ran past the return man, John Goodman, and he was able to pick up a few yards. Handoff, and bursting through for a first down run is Sierra Wood, number 20. They stick with Wood, his second carry. Rolling is Reese. Firing complete to the 20 and the big man, number 3, Michael Floyd. 21-yard gain. Knocking on the red zone. Wood picks his way to the 9-yard line, and it'll be first and goal for the Irish. Fumble on the snap. Reese dives back into the middle of that pile. Now it's second and goal. Morgan moving in and out of the gaps. Now he comes, tries to slide through, and he's got Wood by the shirt and brings him down. Third down and goal.
Michael Floyd down here, Brent.
See if they want to throw the fade to him. They come back the other way for a touchdown, Notre Dame. And instead, they hit Theo Riddick. David Ruffer. And it's 7-0. Kyle Brunza kicks it away. The freshman recruit, and from the 1-yard line, here comes Smith picking his way to the 22-yard line. Stephen Hopkins has checked in for the first time as a running back for the Wolverines. He is to the left of Robinson. Deflected incomplete, and it will be second down and 10. The Irish keeping them in second and long. And here comes the big running back, number 33, Stephen Hopkins from Double Oak, Texas. His first carry of the season. Yeah, they haven't had down and distance as a result, Herbie, to manage it all. Third down and long. Robinson going to throw for the third time. He gets good time and drops it underneath to Smith, but that's going to be short of the first down. That's going to force another punt, and the Irish are going to get the ball back.
Again, another textbook job that time by the Notre Dame defense with another 3 and out.
John Goodman is back deep again. This time waves for the fair catch at the 27-yard line. Trying to bring pressure off the blitz. And that time a little more firepower out of the Wolverine defense. Big Mike Martin.
Here they come again. See Reese recognizing it, making the check.
But they were coming anyway. And the Irish trying to run away from it, and they do again. They bust for another first down with Gray. They are so confident, the Irish, they have emptied the backfield. They send 5 receivers out, And they complete it into Michigan territory at the 49-yard line on that first down pass to Riddick. The left side of the line appeared to bust across for the Irish. Zach Martin was one of them.
70 offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
He's averaging better than 10 yards of completion here. Under fire, and now he's 5 for 5 and another first down, and again it is Riddick. So the go-to guy here so far is the junior from New Jersey, Theo Riddick. Impressive start here by Reeves. 6 of 6. This is Floyd dancing, picks up a block, and he's across the 35-yard line. Marvin Robinson again, the safety. Quickly to the pocket, and he is still perfect. And a nice catch that time by Eifert. Tyler Eifert, talented tight end from Fort Wayne, Indiana. TJ Jones in as a wide receiver, and Wood is back as the running back. He replaces Gray. He's alongside Breeze, and Breeze will check and call a timeout. Didn't like what he saw. Tommy Rees burns a timeout here.
Sometimes you get away from some of the pressures in South Bend or wherever you might be playing at home and get on the road. We're seeing that early.
And Rees remains perfect. Michael Floyd again. Inside the 10. And that's the handoff to Wood.
So far, so good for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
So far, Tommy Rees has been very poised. Wood, touchdown, Notre Dame.
And again, I go back to the importance of the battle in the trenches, and Notre Dame is dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ruffer tacks on the second. Coming out now is Vincent Smith again. And he has to struggle to try to reach the 20-yard line. Herbie McColgan, the fullback, in. And they go up under the eye. Play fake, and Robinson rolling to the right. Looks downfield. And down at the 19-yard line. They would not let him get outside. So a lot of things going on, and here the Irish jump out to a 14-point lead. Robinson keeps it this time, and that's their first down of the night.
Denard Robinson needs to give this offense a spark.
This time they hand it off, and straight ahead is Hopkins.
And they want to see if Denard Robinson and his group of wide receivers has what it takes to be able to beat them consistently through the air. Right now, they're not giving him any room on the ground.
Hemingway, Gallen, Roundtree, very quiet so far. Pump fake, then drop it back down the middle, and a diving interception at the 39-yard line. A turnover as Gary Gray comes up with a diving reception. That's his 5th career interception for the Fighting Irish. Demonstrating poise beyond his years, running this offense. Wood. Smack that time, and Aaron Andrews, you have been watching defensive coordinator Greg Madison. He's an outstanding football coach. Better days ahead for this defense with him, believe me. Second down and 8 now, and Rees high. That's his worst throw and first incompletion of the night. This so far is the start of their best defensive series. Let's see what happens now on 3rd and long for Reeves and the Irish. And again, incomplete. Gallen is back deep, standing at the Wolverines. Bad snap. If they'd have had it on, they'd have gotten to it probably. High punt, and it'll be out of bounds. Ann Arbor, 110,000 on hand. Michael Shaw in as the running back. Wolverines are looking to get something going. Robinson breaks out against the defense. To the 30-yard line. Now he follows Shaw, and now he's going to throw back down the middle, looking for the deep ball, incomplete. Now Michigan burns a timeout. I knew that one was a tough one.
Yeah, that's
second down, play action. Robinson incomplete through the receiver's hands, and it looked as though Roy Roundtree had a shot at that one. So far, he hasn't been able to go to his tight ends either. And now it is 3rd and 10 against the Irish D. Shaw, good receiver, slips out, but he's picked up, and now Robinson on the move. And from behind, he is crushed by Calabrese.
And when he takes off, you got to run to the football, and Notre Dame again doing a good job of corralling the nifty quarterback.
Wild, the freshman, punts again. Drives it back to Goodman. Goodman trying to get the left edge, and he will not get there. Ray back in, and his running back alongside. Throwing on first down to Floyd. Floyd for a first down and to the 35-yard line. So just a quick little flip, and then he does the rest.
I'm sorry, Brent, 4 receptions already on the night.
After a dozen last week. And here is Gray pounding, and no gain. And let's check in with Reese Davis for an update. Reese. And here it is, second down and 9 for the Irish, who lead Michigan 14-0. Still have 11:20 left in the first half. Far side wants Floyd again, and that's out of bounds and incomplete. But Floyd is back after the timeout, so he will be on the field for the 3rd and 9.
All alone at the bottom.
Now Reeves looks in the direction, fires to him, and it's intercepted at the 44-yard line. Tommy Reeves didn't see the double coverage coming, Herbie. Absolutely. Now on first down and 10. They'll see if they can pound with Hopkins. Now Hopkins is the bigger of the running backs here for the Wolverines. He goes a good 228, 230 pounds. 2nd and 8. Play action. Robinson with lots of time. Gonna go deep down toward the end zone. Caught at the 3. Hemingway reaches. Junior Hemingway has a touchdown. A brilliant play, and it began with Michigan's offensive line. 43 yards.
The ruling on the field stands.
So it is a touchdown. Could not find indisputable evidence to turn it over. And as a result, the Wolverines are on the board.
Well, again, they needed that. That gets this game potentially back to a 1 possession at 7 points if they hit this extra point. And also just getting Denard Robinson maybe and this Michigan offense a little bit more in sync and get their confidence established.
On the pass play for the touchdown, and the Wolverines are on the board here, Herbie, and making a stand.
Prior to that completion, Denard Robinson had completed just 1 pass for 5 yards. So obviously they needed a big play, and they got it.
So here is the throwback helmet for the Wolverines. You can see this number was used, the 60. But here's the story. John Falk, he was the equipment manager. He came to him, and as soon as we watch this kickoff, I'm going to tell you the rest of the story about this helmet and Bo Schembechler. Here come the Irish out from the 4-yard line and down to the 23-yard line. So Tommy Reeves back on the field for the Irish now. And he threw that one away, it looked like, the way he drilled it at Wood, incomplete. 2nd down and 10, Gray's the running back for the Irish. Let me check that, it's Wood. And here is number 20, and Wood breaks through for a first down before Robinson makes the tackle. Fine run here by Wood. Wood 8 carries and 61 yards on the night. Now Reese snaps it off incomplete, a little bit high. There's interference call. There's a flag thrown by the judge on that side.
Saw Courtney Avery,
Pass interference. Number 5 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Either coverage or return against Western Michigan. At any rate, out right now, and it did not take the Notre Dame coaching staff long to go after. Another penalty flag is thrown, and the play is stopped just as the snap was coming.
All start. 66 offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Sort of that flanker screen, and that's Riddick who scored their touchdown.
You saw Theo Riddick make a lot of plays.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Stop the offense. 15-yard penalty. Second down.
He is very unhappy on that sideline. Now they tell him to hurry up. We're down inside of 10 seconds. Second down and 26. Got one-on-one with Floyd, and Floyd gathers it in at the 31-yard line, and now it becomes very manageable. And Wood is stuffed. Might have had the initial surge, depending on where they spot the ball. And that might be good enough for the first down.
Since you got me on the Aflac tonight, how about the officials? We got all the throwback unis on. How about the look with the old school hats? What's going on with that?
This is Wood picking his way to daylight to the 25-yard line. All right, Reese, and here we've got 7:25 left in the first half. Notre Dame 14, Michigan 7. Toss play. Wood trying to get the edge, and he is tripped up by Doohan. Reeves comes back the other way. Riddick jumps, and it was stopped. The play had been stopped.
Delay. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Ryan trying to get him to snap the ball. Here's Floyd. First down. Little cutback. Picks up enough yardage to move the chains for Notre Dame with 6 minutes left here in the first half.
Gets open, and Reese finds him.
That's 100 yards for Floyd already. Reese rolls right, fires end zone into double coverage, and it's intercepted at the goal line by the Wolverines. That's their second interception, and it snuffs a rally as Floyd came away with the pick at the goal line.
100 yards receiving on the night.
Now it's the Wolverines' turn again, and they'll come back with Michael Shaw as the running back, as coach and quarterback continue their conversation. Robinson off a pump fake. Now he's going deep, and he overthrew Roy Roundtree. On third down, Michigan is 0 of 3, and this is not an easy one. At 3rd and 12. Robinson sets, fires for the first down, incomplete. He had a receiver open that time. And Hemingway, who scored their touchdown, had to turn awkwardly. So from behind, the freshman, and Wild, Goodman back deep. And a fair catch just shy of midfield. We'll bring it all to you in that first game. New England and Miami. First down and 10. Let's see what the Irish can do here. And there's Floyd breaking free. Just the go-to guy. More than 100 yards, picking up still another first down. Michael Floyd is from St. Paul, Minnesota. We've talked about the NFL, and those fellows have to be very impressed with what he does on the field. Crosses the 35-yard line to the 34. It'll be second down now. So Will Folk has checked back in. Received some attention for that injured ankle. And on second down, Wood spins off to the left. Gray is the Irish running back on this third down. Bree's got to hurry on the snap. Did just get it off, and Gray for the first down. Flirting with another 5-yard penalty.
They were trying to sniff out maybe that pass, and that time Notre Dame got physical.
Approaching 2 minutes, no timeouts. They get a first down at the 11-yard line. Floyd split out to the right. Rees rolls in that direction and throws it away. It'll be second down and 10. He did not force it. Rees talks about one of those helmet stickers, and I hope Mark May gives one to that fella from Auburn that made that tackle down to the goal line, stopped that Mississippi State runner from scoring as time ran out. Yeah, that was a big-time tackle.
Yep, Auburn finds the way to win another close game.
There's something. Yeah, second down and 10 here. Rees threw behind the receiver. I believe he was out of bounds, and he was. Third and 10 from the 22. And now it is fourth down. This will be a 38-yarder. 38-yarder from that left hash for the right-footed kicker. He splits it. Back on target. 17-7, including Auburn when Jason Campbell was the quarterback down there, and they did like to throw the ball downfield. So from the goal line, the Wolverines will come out with the kickoff return to the 25-yard line, and there is a penalty flag thrown back at the 9. Was a wide receiver until this year.
Block in the back. 21 on the return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Hopkins is back in as a running back now for the Wolverines. They've got a 1:30 and 2 timeouts. Denard Robinson is out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. That's just above Miami on the eastern coast. And you can see they're taking the D formation, and why not? Won't want to risk it. They're down 10 points. So this will bring our first half here to a close. Notre Dame went out 14-0 before Michigan struck, and then the Irish tacked on a late field goal here in the first half. Notre Dame will get the ball to start the second half, so they will come out from the end zone here with the kickoff upended at the 20-yard line. And Rees confers with Wood, his running back, before he goes up under center. Wood with the first carry of the second half, and he picked up about 3 yards before he was stopped. Rees on second down to Floyd for a first down. He steps out of bounds on that far side, and still another reception. And here comes Wood again through the middle, bursts to daylight, and out near midfield with that first down run. 298 yards of offense for the Irish to 90 for the Wolverines. And the play was stopped prior to the snap.
Ball start. 78 offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
He draws so much attention that it opens up so many different areas within this Michigan defense.
Now Rees from the gun puts it back in his playmaker's hands, and Floyd is the leading playmaker. So anybody preparing to face Notre Dame better be prepared for a full dose of number 3. Rees snaps the short pass off. Floyd again slips at about the 41-yard line. For Wood, stopped. Terrific defense by the Wolverines. Van Bergen, the defensive lineman, was in there helping to lead the charge. Ben Turk is into punt, and Gallen is back deep. Another low snap, fielded, and a booming high punt. That was a terrific punt, especially under the circumstances. He didn't rush it.
He's bobbling the ball. His knee is down. If he had possession of that football when his knee is touching, it would have been Michigan's football right there, right at midfield, actually in plus territory. But instead, he was bobbling it. He gets the punt off, and now Michigan's back inside their 10.
And it's Denard Robinson keeping it himself, just what you said he should do. Make more plays, and he does indeed. So the Irish better get ready. Here comes number 16. That's 39 yards on that first down run. Michigan lines up in a Schembechler formation with two tight. Denard again keeping it. Picking up 3 or 4 more yards, and that's a fine tackle by Harrison Smith, number 22. He's one of the leaders of that secondary. Another dose of Robinson, and he's going nowhere. And that was Lewis Moore. Now they give him 2 backs in this formation. And Herbie, you and I were at practice, and we saw Vincent Smith. He's a very good receiver circling out. They do have some plays in the game plan for number 2, and he was off to Denard's right that time. Grady is also one of his receivers this time, as Denard stands tall in the middle and fires to Hemingway. Goodman awaits the punt. There is a flag down, and Goodman coming to the left. Driven out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. The penalty will be added to the end of the run. 5 yards, first down.
Well, in their first night game, the Wolverines break their attendance record, 114,000 plus. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Irish. And they hand it off to Gray, who is checked in. Gray breaks the daylight. Midfield, 45. All the way to the 30-yard line. And a timeout. First down and 10. Wood fumbled the ball. Ball came free. Wolverines dive in after it, and they've got it. First indication is Michigan football. 7.5 minutes remain in the third. Wolverines are down by 10. Robinson going to put it up on first down. Dropped, incomplete near midfield. Hemingway. McColgan now in as the fullback. And Borges wants Robinson up underneath center. And they run the draw play out of it with Hopkins. So it is third down. Doesn't scramble out, and there, his third reception's a big one to Koger. Finally, the tight end, and it'll move the chains. First down for the Wolverines. Now for the 43 of the Wolverines. Play action. Going to go deep middle, double coverage intercepted. Picked off at the 29-yard line by Zeke Mata from Vero Beach, Florida, and the Irish have it back. This is Wood. Cuts back. And crosses midfield for a first down at the 45 before Kovacs, the safety, is forced to make the stop after a 24-yard run. Back with the boundary, and it'll be second and long. And Demmons, Kenny Demmons, the linebacker. Down to 5-3-2. Puts it off. Hands it off to the running back.
man-to-man coverage.
Rolls in that direction, throws to Floyd in underneath it, and he's got the first down at the 26-yard line. Gray, the running back. Stock, stoned in the backfield that time. Van Bergen penetrating, and there's a penalty flag.
Holding. 39 defense.
Oh.
10-yard penalty. First down.
And we saw Wood's hand down there being tended to. End zone, Floyd, incomplete. Second down and 10. Here's Gray trying to squirt through the left side. Demmons. Third and 9. Looks back toward the crossing pattern this time underneath. And tiptoeing down the sideline for a touchdown. And Ruffer adds the extra point. So the Wolverines, who've had 9 possessions here tonight. And there's Jones, who just put 6 on the board for Notre Dame. But the most plays Michigan's had on any drive is 4. Just 4. And it's 28 minutes to 14 minutes of possession time here. And the Wolverines will get a crack at a return. And here comes Vincent Smith sprinting out to the. There's a penalty flag. There's a penalty flag thrown at it.
Holding. 86 on the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Herbie, that's pretty remarkable that the longest drive for Michigan's 4 plays here tonight. Play action. Still standing. Strength. Completes it to Hemingway. He's headed for the end zone in a foot race. Can he make it? He cannot, because Robert Blanton, the corner, was able to come at an angle.
He just can't pull him down. He's got his jersey, he's got his ankle, he's got everything. Denard Robinson's lower body strength the key, and also Junior Hemingway not giving up on the play.
Now they try to run a sweep, and Michigan does a job, and they can't get the corner turned because the Irish were able to string it out that time on Michael Shaw.
If you're down inside the 10-yard line, keep the ball in the hands of Denard Robinson. Put him in that shotgun, give him a chance to run or throw, give him a chance to be able to make a play with some creativity. And the fact he's under center here, don't be surprised to see some kind of bootleg or something where he's rolling out.
Rolling right, looking for end zone, keeps it, 5-4, reaches end zone, just short. Well, Robinson's able to catch his
After further
breath.
review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Well, we've got 17 seconds left here in the third quarter, and Herbie, if Coach Hoke's team bangs in here, we could have a pretty exciting fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. Notre Dame has a huge advantage in every stat that you want to look at in this game, but if Michigan scores here, again, they're just kind of hanging around, maybe down by 10 heading into that fourth quarter. The clock's running here, so I don't even know if we're going to get this play off.
Got the student body down there and everything. And 1 second left on the snap. They didn't get it off. That's the end of the third quarter. Stephen Hopkins, the 6-footer, out of Double Oak, Texas. Got him at the fullback spot. They give it right to him, and he's the fumble picked up. Robinson, touchdown, Michigan. Wolverines attempting to Battle back. Down by 10. Short kickoff. Uh-oh, bad bounce. Wolverines will try to close in. Down at the 10-yard line. And yes, Theo Riddick had a tough time, and Brian Kelly just gave the troops an earful here, and he closed it off by saying, let's go. He knows if they give it up quickly, the Wolverines are ready to pounce again. They trail it by 10, and back in as the running back now is Sierra Wood. They roll in that direction. It's 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Wood behind the right side. Flashes to daylight, and the stop by Hawthorne. Brandon Hawthorne drawing some playing time. So here is 3rd down coming up.
Floyd down at the bottom, Brent.
They're going to try to run for it here, and they throw him for a loss. That is Hawthorne again. Now the Wolverines will attempt to wind up with field position. Gallen is back deep for this punt, and it's not a good one. It goes out of bounds, and the Wolverines will have the ball in Irish territory. Just remarkable. The officer in charge here, Tom Lynch from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, whom I've known for a long time, and that was quite a show. And that was a big play defensively, Herbie. Who made that play?
Looked like Dan Fox was able to get in there.
2nd and 15. Play action. Now they drop it off underneath to the fullback. There is a Bo Schembechler play. You just wait till Jim Harbaugh and the San Francisco 49ers get that position filled. 1st down and 10 now for the Wolverines. And Denard keeps it. Beautiful little play action. Fell in there right behind Smith. The 1st down at the 18-yard line, trailing by 10. Smith across the 15-yard line, and Johnson makes a nice stop.
Inside 5, 4, 3. Got to call the timeout.
Burned 1 of 3. Didn't want to take the 5-yard penalty down
Michigan
there.
is called first
Those
timeout.
timeouts are going to be important late in this game.
Denard lofts it one-on-one, end zone, touchdown, Gallen. Tacks it on. So remember, Riddick had trouble over here the last time. Fields this one around the 20. Spins in the middle and out to the 38-yard line. Reeves on 1st down, fires in underneath and cuts it in half to Eifert, the tight end, Tyler Eifert.
These are the kind of games that legends are made of. Let's see who's going to get their chance here late in this 4th quarter.
Second and 5, and there's a penalty flag. The umpire threw it right in the middle of that pit area. You know what that means. Well, Herbie, to follow up now for our rivalry history. And this rivalry history, 2nd down and 15 after the penalty for the Irish. The big man, but he didn't get it downfield. And this is going to be 3rd and a bunch. J.T. Floyd is that corner who's been busy with Floyd tonight. They need 15 yards. They have to get to midfield for a 1st down. And Reeves decides to burn a timeout. I don't know that Kelly is happy with this timeout. I think I saw him say Tommy. Steps up, fires, first down. What a clutch pass by Tommy Reeves, putting it in Eifert's hands, his tight end. Reese on a slant, fires off another completion just shy of the red zone. Going for the end zone, incomplete. And a penalty flag is going to be called. TJ was there in the end zone, and the penalty is going to go apparently against Michigan.
Number 5 on the defense. The penalty occurred in the end zone. The ball would be placed at the 2-yard line.
Avery.
First and goal.
Courtney Avery.
Let's see how they execute down here tonight.
Woods the running back. Fumble. Ball's loose. Michigan.
As arms start to come forward, no, that ball is out of his hands. That is a fumble. That's Michigan's football, and that is a 4th turnover tonight. That's 9 in the first 2 weeks for Notre Dame's offense.
They will take over at the 9-yard line, their own 9-yard line. And on first down from the 1, complete. And a penalty flag flies inside the 5 as Roundtree was the receiver. Yeah, don't forget the fullback slipped out that one time too. Hurt it.
Yep.
And a beautiful tackle by Calabrese. Cario Calabrese out of Vernon, New Jersey makes the stop. 5 minutes to go, so you would not think this is 4-down territory. So this is 2nd down coming up here. Coming out for the 1, going deep, double coverage, and it's grabbed at midfield. Denard Robinson and Hemingway makes the catch, but we've got another penalty flag back by the line of scrimmage, but this time Michigan players are not going back inside the 5. They're coming up to the football here. There is a penalty flag. Going to be roughing the passer.
Yep. It's late hit on Denard Robinson.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 89 defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Lewis Moore roughed Robinson. Spotted at the Irish 30. Denard, far side, one-on-one. This time it's intercepted. Irish ball on the 20-yard line as it's picked off by Robert Blanton.
It's the first time tonight that we've seen a Notre Dame defensive back find the football in coverage.
Wood picks his way for about 3 yards, and Demmons has been very active as a linebacker for the Wolverines.
But every once in a while, you'll see a guy like Brian Kelly not afraid to take some chances on early downs and try to be aggressive when you're expecting a conservative approach.
Puts it up here for a first down. Riddick's got it just short of the 30-yard line. Let's check in with Reese in the studio. 17-14. And stuffed. Nothing doing on that play. The clock down to 3:06. Remember what we said early. Michigan had worked on a punt block. And remember, we've had 2 low snaps to Turk. He's been forced to go down to field 2 snaps. They're going to try to set the return. This punt drives Gallen way back. It's a beautiful punt. Back to the 21. And Gallen works the sideline back close to the 40-yard line. Michigan ball on their own 42-yard line with Denard Robinson, Vincent Smith alongside, And Robinson keeping it all the way out near midfield. And this will be second down. Brendan Gibbons, and that has not been the overall strength of the Wolverine team. Down the middle comes Denard, too high, and it'll be second down. Robinson has thrown for 210 yards tonight, but he's run for another 106. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has also run for 1. This a big 3rd down and 2. Now we're into that 4-down territory with the clock winding down at 1:41.
And still with a timeout or a couple timeouts, clock stopping on a 1st down. This is where Denard Robinson with his feet, with that zone read, can be so effective, and he has Vincent Smith in the backfield with him here.
Quarterback draw, keeps it, trying to get the 1st down, and this one's going to depend on where they spot the football. Very close. 1:34 left. Brady's signaling 1st down already.
Got it.
Brady's got good eyes.
But I will say, watching him Thursday in practice, he's got a leg.
Denard fires, got it, complete. Brady, his first reception of the evening, the former basketball player, Denard Robinson. Pulls out and rolls the right. He's going to throw back to the left to set up a screen. It's Vincent Smith, one of the plays they practice in the game plan. He's loose. End zone. Michigan leads it. Collinsworth and Riddick are back deep. Riddick from the 5. Explodes middle, still on his feet. Good return to the 40. 105, and now it is Tommy Rees, the sophomore from Lake Forest, Illinois. You know he's got to be thinking about number 3, and you know the Wolverines are thinking about number 3. Fires under pressure, goes 3, and just overthrew him, and there's a penalty flag, however. J.T. Floyd, and there's a lot of time left. Hang on, he went with 3.
Giving the game-winning touchdown up.
Number 8 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
I'm sort of surprised on this drive that JT is not getting bracket help, and maybe he will on this play. 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Back again. Fires middle. Got a 1st down. That'll stop the clock momentarily as he worked across to Eifert, the tight end, who has been active here. Moving off to the right. He's got a man open. He'll step out of bounds and stop the clock. That is Jones out of bounds. Now 41 seconds. Floyd is to the top, or Rees right. He'll come off the 30-yard line.
Man-to-man coverage.
Trying to get to Rees. He comes back deep, incomplete. Overthrew Riddick.
Miscommunication that time.
3rd and 5, 36 seconds and 1 timeout. Middle. Touchdown, Riddick. The Irish regain the lead. Rees drives in the field with just over a minute remaining.
Rees saw it exactly the way he wanted to and makes the right read and a good throw.
Oh, good job by the holder. That was something for a young man to come back in the teeth of 114,000 folks. I can't overstate what he did on that drive.
I love how Brian Kelly this week said, you know, the best thing I could say about Tommy Rees, the game comes easy to him. He sees things. He's accurate. He's tough. Makes good decisions. And that's what I'm looking for in my quarterback, and that's why I'm going with him.
Kyle Brinza. What a great kickoff. No chance for a return. Got to go 80 yards. Meanwhile, for Robinson, Hemingway was used on a Hail Mary package that they practiced the other day. Robinson steps away, fires on the run, incomplete. On the move, Gallen overthrew him a little bit. So the time now, 23 seconds. Second and 10. Steps away from the pressure, fires downfield, wide open's Gallen. They left him alone, needs a block. Now he's in a foot race. Out of bounds at the 15, and there's 8 seconds to go.
Still
what
the
does he do here?
timeouts
Try
here,
to throw it into the end zone. He's got 8 seconds. He's got the field goal kicker over there. A field goal puts us into overtime. So Brady's got to think about what he's going to do here. He doesn't want the clock to run out if you start scrambling. That is the one thing you got to be careful of.
Brent, just get it in the middle of the field, take a knee, call a timeout, kick a field goal, and send it into overtime. Just take the snap, slide to your right, get it in the middle of the field, and call a timeout.
Starts Smith in motion. He's going to throw for it. He's got to throw it to the end zone. Lobs it up. One-on-one. Cut! Michigan touchdown! I can't believe this! Roy Roundtree. There's a penalty flag thrown at the 2-yard line. Touchdown is the call on the field with 2 seconds remaining. It counts. With 8 seconds on the clock, Michigan went for it. On a night that they honored Desmond Howard, you can't forget 4th and 1 with Elvis Gerbach, and Desmond Howard burned the Irish. And tonight, it is Denard Robinson. Herbie this year, 446. That's 948 total yards of offense in 2 years. On the ground to run the clock out. Slips down, picked up, loose ball, end zone, dives, going through the end zone, game over.
Thanks for watching Michigan Football Classics. Be sure to check your local listings for future episodes.